believe it's June 19th, day 49. We're not making much progress here. Yesterday we were going to climb Lehigh Gap, but the weather wasn't cooperating. It was raining, and didn't want to climb it with the wet rocks. So we did some slack packing up north, just a short section, about 7.5 miles, hiking south. So it really was uneventful. Trail was pretty good, except for at the end we had some rock scrambles and then a long descent down a rocky trail. So today, looks like the weather's cooperating. We got some blue skies. I don't know if you can see them up there, blue skies. The rain is supposed to be coming in, I think around 11. It's 100% chance of rain at noon. So we need to get up here and get this done. So our ride's going to pick us up here at the restaurant after we have breakfast, about 7:45. We should be there by 8. Gives us plenty of time. It's a 1-mile climb up the side of the mountain, and it's going to be the most challenging one we've had so far. And you'll see when I take some pictures and some videos on the way up what it's like. A lot of rocks. Most of the way you're just using your hands to grab and hang on to the rocks as you work your way up. So I'm looking forward to it. Should be a fun day. It's going to be a short day. We only have a 5-mile section that we didn't complete yesterday, so we'll wind up staying here again for a Nero, and then tomorrow we'll head north. We should be out of Pennsylvania in a couple days. I think we got 20, after we finish today, we'll have about 23 miles to go to get to New Jersey. So, never thought I'd be anxious to get to New Jersey, but I am, because I'm tired of these Pennsylvania rocks. They suck. But I've talked to other hikers and they say these are the worst. So, we'll see. I don't know. I've heard the White Mountains are pretty tough too, but it's a different type of rock. So anyway, that's it for today, or for this morning. I will do some filming today and take some pictures, and we'll catch you on down the trail. Yeah. Not sure what it is, but looks like it could be poisonous. Oh, hello again. We have started our climb up Lehigh Gap, and as you can see by the bridge down there going across the Lehigh River, we have climbed up quite a ways so far, but we may be halfway up. I don't know. We've been going through the trees and I still can't see the top, but we still have a long way to go. So you can use this image as a gauge for when we get to the top to see how high we are. It's a long climb. Once we get out of the trees, we'll be in the rocks and just hand over hand climbing up the rocks to the top. So should be interesting. I'll get you on up the hill. I only walked about 10 feet, but I got up above some of the tree line, so you can see the view we have from here. And it gets even better. Look at that, there's the bridge down there. Beautiful. Okay, gotta start climbing again. Okay. We're probably about 3/4 of the way up. As you can see, there's that bridge. It keeps getting smaller and smaller because we keep getting higher and higher. Look at that. That's cool. I didn't know I was going to be doing mountain climbing on the trail, but you never know what the trail is going to give you. So this is a really cool experience. We're about 3/4 of the way up. Got to finish her up. I'll see you at the top. You can see down below, right through there. We had to climb up through that. Pretty cool. Yeah. Get the old adrenaline flowing now. That last section was the scariest thing I've ever done in my life. Man, if you had slipped, you wouldn't have gone all the way down, but a good 20 feet on rocks, and that would not be good. So I just have a little more to do. Hopefully the rest of this is easier. I'll catch you at the top. Well, I made it over the first peak. Looks like we have a little climbing to do yet. This was looking down on the Lehigh River, going, I think that's east. That's Palmerton down there, where we stayed last night. I tell you what, this was a tough climb. Most challenging so far, and it scared the crap out of me at the end. Still got a little more to do, so we'll see how this one goes. I think the worst is over though. We'll catch you down the trail. Okay, so we're walking down the trail. We made it up the mountain over the rocks. As you can see, you can get a view of the entire valley here. This is crazy. Beautiful. And the trail here is really, really nice. I mean, it's no rocks. I can't believe we're in Pennsylvania. So supposedly the trail's like this most of the way. We only have, I think, about 2.5 or so miles to go till we're picked up. It's a very short hike today, but we wanted to do the climb
and get that over with. So this is good. It's a good day for hiking. The rain's holding off, supposed to come in this afternoon. So hopefully we'll be back in the hostel by then. Okay, we'll catch you on down the trail. Well, we finished our hike today. We made it back to the hostel and had something to eat. And guess what? The rain has come. So we planned that hike just right. Good evening, everyone. It's the end of the day, and it's been an exciting day. We climbed the Lehigh Gap climb. I posted some pictures, and people have seen it. It was a challenge, I guess. I'm not real comfortable with heights, though I can handle them most of the time. So we're climbing up the side of this mountain, and as you get to the top, it's all, hands and feet. You just got to keep grabbing rocks and pulling yourself up. And it was okay until I got, probably, 12, 15 feet from the top. And there was this big boulder, and you kind of had to get across it. There was a bit of a foothold on the bottom, and you had to grab at the top for handholds. And I tell you what, I was scared. It was I was not comfortable at all. And it's, even though we were way high, it's not like you were I was going to fall, hundreds of feet to my death, but it would have been probably a 15-20 foot fall on the boulders down below, and that would not have been a healthy thing to do. So at that point, I actually started questioning whether I wanted to go on, and yeah, it was tough. Mud Smeller had already made it up through there, so I figured I can't turn back now. I got to keep going, and I just sucked it up and was very careful, making sure I had good handholds, and my foot placement was good, and I managed to shimmy across this big boulder and kind of laid across another boulder that was there and pulled myself up, and after that it was okay. I got up to the top and over the top, and I could look back and enjoy my accomplishment. But I tell you what, the trail challenges you. And I knew about this climb before. I had seen videos of other people, though I had not seen the entire climb. I had seen portions of it and them at the top. So I didn't really know exactly what to expect, other than it was steep and high. So we made that. I figured, yay, I made it, and I climbed over the top and took some pictures. And then I realized that we weren't done yet. We still had another rock scree of loose boulders and smaller boulders to climb over. So we had another, 100 yards or so to climb up for that. But we both made it to the top. After that, it was smooth sailing. Really nice trail. No rocks on the trail for probably, 3 miles. We were walking along the side of the mountain at the top, and had a good view of the valley here on the, this would be the east side, I believe. So that went pretty quickly, and then we had to descend into Little Gap. There were some rocky trails there, but they weren't too bad compared to some of the other ones we've gone through. So tomorrow morning we're going to be dropped off up at where we started our southbound Slackpack yesterday, and we're going to head north. We've got 23 miles of Pennsylvania left, and then we'll be in New Jersey. So the rocks of Pennsylvania will be behind us. We heard that the first 20 miles of New Jersey is rocky, but after that it's going to get better. So I'm hoping that as we get through New Jersey and then New York and Connecticut, that the trail conditions are easier to walk and we can start doing some 15-mile plus a day hikes. It's not bad hiking when you got a good trail to hike on, but when you're worried about foot placement and twisting your ankle and climbing rock scrambles and all this stuff, it really slows you down. So hopefully we'll be in the Delaware Gap area, which is where the border is, by Thursday. And then, yeah, we'll be in New Jersey. It will be what? Virginia, West Virginia, Maryland, Pennsylvania. This will be our 5th state. So that's kind of cool. Yeah. Went out for... Well, we got back here in time to have lunch here at Bert's restaurant. Really enjoying the food here. I recommend this place for anybody who's coming through, any hikers that are coming through, or anybody that's coming through. They got a nice little hostel here, and it's a great place for hikers to stay. Tonight we have a full house. I think there's probably a dozen of us here. So with that, I guess we will wrap it up. Just went down to the Palmerton Hotel, had a couple brews and had some food there for dinner. Going to get a good night's sleep, and we're going to hit the trail tomorrow. Back sleeping in the tent again. So I will catch you on down the trail.